So, I will be 38 weeks pregnant tomorrow, and my baby is still Breech. I am working on a video, a lot of videos really, but there's a Flip That Baby video that I am working on where I'm going to go through exactly everything I've tried and I'm trying. But at this point, much like my last video, surrendering to the possibility of Breech, I'm surrendering to the possibility of Breech. So I'm going to call and schedule a C-section for 41 weeks because after 40 weeks, at 41 weeks, the baby just keeps getting bigger. And there's danger with large babies in Breech. So I've got 3 weeks to go, and I'm not going to take, there's this supplement called 5W, which is really great for preparing your body and giving you practice contractions and even shortening your labor, but I've been taking it for 3 weeks because you're supposed to take it 5 weeks before you go into labor. And my midwife says I'm having a lot of contractions. So instead of trying to bring on labor, we're going to try to not bring on labor, to give the baby more time and relax my uterus. And I had acupuncture done today, and wow, I feel so balanced and calm from that. And I've decided all these things I'm trying, whether they work or not, they help my well-being. The chiropractor decreased a lot of my hip pain, which is probably why the baby popped out in the first place. The baby probably sensed my pain. And the Webster technique did get the baby to go from footling breech to frank breech, which means that a home birth is still possible. So that's really good. And the acupuncture makes me feel very calm and centered. And I've also got a myofascia release scheduled for Thursday as well with another chiropractic appointment. So I'm going to keep doing those just for my own well-being and relaxation and opening up everything and relaxing. I was rear-ended twice at the beginning of this pregnancy, so that could also have to do with why I'm so tense. My round ligaments, which go down your stomach, are really tight. So I guess this is just to update you all. There are a couple concerns with Breech, and I'm watching some videos, educational videos that my midwife has given me by a very famous midwife, Ina Mae Gaskin, and there's like 6 home Breech births in those videos, and there's a lot of techniques they can use to prevent these risks from happening. Risks that the midwife can't really do anything about during a breech labor are, for example, it's called hydroamnios, meaning too much fluid. A head that's too large can increase the chance of entrapment and pressure on the brain. Those are things the midwife can't do much about. A prolapsed cord, there may be some strategies for the midwife to help with that, but that is the biggest danger. Bleeding from the birth itself of the mother, that's a danger, whether it's breech, C-section, what they call vertex birth, which is the normal head down birth. That's a risk no matter what. And the midwife can't do anything about that until after you bleed, and then they can inject you with an ergot derivative, which is something I'm concerned with. So I've been supplementing with liquid vitamin D and K to prevent bleeding. So also not being anemic decreases your chance of bleeding. Now, with breech births that my midwife has done, she's said that they often actually come out really fast. So that's really cool. And I have to sign a waiver that says I'm not going to hold her responsible if anything goes wrong. But yes. So I've surrendered to the possibility of breech, but my baby is not feet down right now. So my plan is to try to have the baby at home unless I go to 41 weeks, at which time the baby will be really large, and that increases the chance of the baby's head getting pressure on the brain and increases that it's not healthy for the baby. And so also, if a foot does come down during the labor, we can try to trick the baby into bringing the foot back up. So the fact that the baby's not kneeling or footling, which is knees down or feet down, is really good. And I think that the baby is what you call engaged, which means that butt is down and it's ready. So we're going to try it at home. I have a lot of support from my midwife and a lot of support from my husband, who both believe that they think that it is what's best for me because of my anxiety with hospitals. Literally just talking to her today about what would happen in the event of a C-section, my blood pressure shot up to 145 over 100, which is an anxiety related blood pressure trigger. I have it. Normally my blood pressure is 110 over 60. I don't have preeclampsia. So, but that's beside the point. So I did something else yesterday. I went to a different chiropractor who does contact reflex analysis, and it's where they like hold your arm out and they have press down and they touch different energy points of your body, and wherever you're weak it shows, and they can tell what supplements you need. He showed that my heart needs the attention right now, and there's 3 possibilities with CRA. It's a chemical problem, an emotional problem, or a structural problem. He showed this as a chemical issue, but he actually suggested black cumin oil. Now, black cumin oil is contraindicated for pregnancy. So I ordered it. I haven't got it yet, but I looked up why it's contraindicated, and I'm going to do some more research on that and post below. But I think what I found is it actually stops smooth muscle contraction. And so I talked with my midwife about that, and that may actually be what I actually need because I keep contracting. I'm having Braxton Hicks like all over the place, and that could be why the baby can't turn. The baby's heart rate is strong. The baby's not too big, which is another risk for breech. The baby doesn't have too much or too little fluid. The cord is not draped around the neck. The cord is down the back. The ultrasound did not show spina bifida, although there's a possibility it didn't show up. I did not get the blood test, the alpha fetal protein test at 28 to 36 weeks. So one of those birth effects like Down syndrome or spina bifida could be one reason why the baby doesn't want to turn. It could also be something as simple as my tight ligaments or a short umbilical cord. So there is a chance that there's something wrong that makes my baby not want to turn. Now, I was breech and I'm healthy and intelligent, and I was footling breech, so it doesn't mean I'm going to have a disabled baby, but that's something that I'm having to deal with as well. So I just wanted to update you guys, and I'll post below if I'm going to try this black cumin oil, because the midwife said, yeah, let's stop the 5W, which causes these contractions that could be preventing the baby from turning. And maybe if it does stop smooth muscle contraction, she's like, if that's what it does, maybe that's what you need. And we'll give the baby more time to turn. It'll prolong until you go into labor. So keep an eye out for the Flip That Baby video. I'm going to try to make it really funny. I'll probably post the acupuncture video on its own, just like the chiropractic, because it was so, I just feel so centered right now. And one more thing, I know I always go on 10 minutes, but, or more. A big thing that I'm learning from this pregnancy is to surrender. And I have these values where with mainstream medicine, and if it's a life or death situation for my baby, of course I'm going to go and have them cut the baby out. And if it's 41 weeks, I'll probably do the same. But I need to have faith that my body can do this and this baby can come out rear end first. You know what I'm saying? Because it does happen all over the world, all the time. And yeah, I have to sign a waiver for her to do it, but I think I'm going to still try to do it here at home, and I hope that you'll subscribe and you'll support me, and you'll offer your prayers. And so we'll see what happens, you guys. And here's my baby bump. Boom! All right. God bless, and thank you for your support thus far. Okay, bye.